Hey y'all, it's Cindy Cobb with Around the Town in the South, and I am excited to be sitting with Josh Journeay, Journeay. It's spelled a little different, so when you go look at him, you'll notice on my Facebook page it's not misspelled, it's correct. Y'all, I have followed Josh. He's a country music singer. I have followed him for the last couple of years. He plays at some of the spots around where I live. And when I saw that his new album dropped at 7 last week, it was the most downloaded country music chart albums, I guess you could say. I said, I have got to have Josh on here because his music is unbelievable. I love it. I actually downloaded the album. It's 5 songs. They're all great. I do have a favorite, but I wanted you to hear his story. He's from the Mississippi Delta, which is where I'm from. Y'all know I'm from Belzona. Grew up there till I was 10 and then moved to Clinton. Josh, thank you so much for coming on the vlog today, being around the town of the South, telling your story. We love stories like yours.
I'm happy to be here. I'm glad you reached out.
Yeah. So tell me, I know that singing has got to be something that you have wanted to do forever. How did you get started singing?
When I was around 11 years old, my uncle, Kevin Willis, was teaching me how to play piano. And I think maybe I played that for about a year, and then I told him I wanted a guitar. So he bought me a guitar, and I got a few books and learned to play. And I don't know, just ever since then, it's kind of just taken over my life. You know, it's the biggest part of me, I guess.
Have you ever had lessons? Are you self-taught?
Never taken any lessons. I just had books and charts, you know, things that you could read, literature, I guess, that I learned from.
Well, I know you're from the Mississippi Delta. Did you grow up in the Mississippi Delta?
I did. I grew up in Greenville, and Leland, Mississippi is my home.
Mm-hmm. Wow. And then you moved to Brandon. How old were you when you moved to Brandon?
I've been living in Brandon for about a year now.
Awesome. Well, I know that you play a lot of the spots, and by the way, we're in one. Pelican Cove Grill. It's in Ridgeland, Mississippi. It's the only restaurant on the water that you can pull the boat up to. We love Don and the staff at Pelican Cove. They're always so good to us. It's one of my favorite places, especially in the winter, because they have live music, because they have an indoor, and you can still see the water, but I love the summer too. In saying that, when you started writing your 5 songs for this album, where does your, I guess, who inspired you? What music genre inspired you? Who were the singers that you watched that you wanted to be like?
One of my biggest inspirations is definitely Travis Tritt.
Oh, yeah.
My dog's name is Tritt Journeay.
I love it.
And another huge inspiration was obviously Waylon Jennings. Just he had the swagger of country music that I really respect, and a more modern inspiration of mine is a band out of East Texas called Whiskey Myers.
Mm-hmm.
My girlfriend and I actually went and just saw them Thursday for Valentine's Day and a little bit of celebration for releasing the album too, and It was a really great time. I got to meet them. They were cool.
Well, it's funny you say that because when I bought the album, I've listened to it, and I've listened to it about 5 times because I love it, and it reminded me, I'm going to date myself, but back in the mid-'80s, we had Waylon Jennings, we had Willie Nelson, we had Willie Waylon, and their whole crew. Your music reminds me, the lyrics reminds me of that, but you also have the sound. You've kind of kept what country really is. You're not more of a pop country, which I love pop country, but when I listened to it, it took me back to those days, and I thought, you know, he's telling stories just like when we grew up, talking about sweet tea and whiskey, talking about my favorite song on the whole album is Best Part of Me. I absolutely love it. To me, it should be a beautiful wedding song. I mean, it really should.
Actually, funny story, a few years ago, some folks were getting married, and they wanted a way to have that song be their first dance, and this was before I recorded it, obviously, so I didn't have a way. Well, they went ahead and booked me for their whole wedding just to play that song for their first dance. So that and that, you know, having somebody want my song to be one of their first dances was a huge deal to me. So
wow, it would have to be humbling.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And like I said, on his album, he's written all the songs, so he loves to play his music. I'm sure you play others too. And he plays around different venues here. I know he plays McBeast, and I know you play here at Pelican Cove and a couple of other places. He's looking to play all over the Southeast. That's where he plays, and I put that on there. I know I see Sean Danko. Sean, if you have any music up there in Memphis, you need to have my guy up here. He is amazing. He's about to sing a little song for us in just a few minutes, but I want you to hear his story. Now that you've dropped the album, I can't even imagine seeing that go top 7.
That was surreal.
Oh, I bet.
To say the least. I was watching it and I just couldn't believe it was really happening. You know, the amount of love and support that I saw was
bring a tear
just
to
crazy.
your
It was just crazy.
That's gonna be his next country song.
I
It's gonna bring
teared up a lot
of mine.
Wednesday watching that happen.
That's awesome. Well, tell us where you want this to take you. I know we were talking about your playing, where you want to play in the spots you want to play in, because you want to play your own music mostly, which is great, and that's what people need to hear. But where do you see yourself going from this album? What's your vision?
I think the biggest thing for me, I really want to travel, obviously, throughout the Southeast, throughout America would be great, but I just really want to bring my music to other towns, other states, other places, and I want people to relate to it mostly. You know, I write songs. The reason I tell those stories is because I feel like, you know, on a higher level, I feel like God has given me these songs, and I guess my purpose is to write the real, the truth, the good, bad, and the ugly, because that's country music to me, is just the truth unedited. And something I've told, you know, one of my buddies, Patrick Ballard, that I write with a lot, is that, hey, if we're feeling it, somebody else is feeling it. So we're writing this song, you know, not just for us, but we're writing the truth down for somebody else to feel, and somebody else to maybe realize that they're not alone in feeling some sort of emotion or going through something, you know, in their life, and hopefully that helps them out.
That's awesome. I love that, because most of the country music songs that I grew up listening to, and some of them still have it, it helps us articulate our feelings. Gosh, that's just what I was feeling. How did he know?
Right.
That's awesome.
I've had people, that song Loved You Less on the album, I had a lot of people, I didn't think much of that song when I wrote it. You know, I didn't think it was going to go over so well. And I had a lot of people say, you know, I've never heard a song that says it this way, and I didn't know that I was feeling this way, but that really helped me realize, kind of identify how they were feeling, you know?
Right.
And a lot of times that can be the most frustrating thing, is when you're feeling a certain way and you don't know why, or you can't put your finger on it. And I don't know, that's just kind of what I want to do, is help people.
Well, I can see why the album hit top 7, because your heart. Everything you've spoken today is coming from your heart, and why you love doing what you're doing. We're going to let him play a tune right quick. I'm excited to hear it. And what you going to play for us?
Ooh, should I play one from the album, or
whatever you want to play? The one from the album will be good, because you're promoting the album, but you can do a few lyrics on that. If you have some new music, do that too. This little friendship bracelet gets stuck in my string. I'm so excited. I mean, it's not often that I get to sit with a true country music at heart upcoming star. When you make it big, remember me.
I surely will. That's
awesome.
Actually, that's another thing that's very important to me, is bringing recognition to Mississippi.
Right.
That's the main thing that I want to do, and I want all of my friends around here that play original music, I want us to all kind of, you know, start a movement, bring something good to Mississippi, and come back and help our state out.
Wow,
that was why last week we had the EP release party, and I booked all of my friends around here that play original music. We had a night full of just everybody playing songs they had written, and it was like a dream, you know.
I bet.
It was like a dream come true.
Let's hear some of your tunes. Can y'all see him?
Sweet tea and whiskey.
It's a good one.
Sweet tea and whiskey, when it goes down smooth. If most folks don't tend to think of me, every day they think of you. Mix it up just right whenever you kiss me, and it tastes just like sweet tea and whiskey. Well, I think that it's obvious she's a sweet one. I can be a little rough sometimes. One shot of you and darling, I'm done. You know how to get me feeling right, just like sweet tea and whiskey. well, it goes down smooth. Yeah, but most folks don't say anything. They really think of you. Mix it up just right whenever you kiss me. Lord, it tastes just like sweet tea and whiskey.
Oh my gosh, I have tears in
Little
my
snippet
eyes.
of it.
That is awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You have a beautiful, beautiful voice. I pray
appreciate
great
it.
things for you. I know God's got some things that you're going to do some big things.
I certainly feel it in my soul.
You do?
I do.
That is awesome.
I've never felt like I had any greater calling other than music.
Wow, we're going to cry right here on my show.
Oh, Lord.
Okay. As you watched him and you're going to go and download his album on iTunes, it's $5.99?
I think it's $4.95.
$4.95. I downloaded it.
99
I didn't know how much it was, but it has 5 songs. They are great. Like I said, my favorite is The Best Part of Me. I like the sweet tea and whiskey too because it mixes us Southern ladies with our whiskey drinking men.
That was a funny. I actually wrote that about my girlfriend, and I don't even know where it came from. I used to drink sweet tea and whiskey before I
Like mix?
got into. It's actually really good.
Oh wow! I have not had that.
It's really unhealthy, but it's really good.
But it sounds good.
Really dehydrating, but I wrote it. It came to. It was another instance of where I wrote that song in about 45 minutes. You know, and it was. I feel this a lot when I write. I feel God working through me. I feel Him just handing me lines, and just I'm just jotting it down faster than my hand can do it, and it was crazy. And I was like, wow, this is like really catchy. And so that's actually the newest song as far as that I've written that's on the album. A lot of the other ones are a few years old, but yeah, I don't know. I used to drink that, and I was just thinking, sweet tea and whiskey, like you were shocked that it's a thing, and
yeah,
and
who
so
knew?
and I don't know, when me and her first gotten together, it wasn't the union that you would expect. So I was like, we're kind of like sweet tea and whiskey, and I was like, that really fits because she's really sweet and I'm kind of rough around the edges. So
opposites attract.
Right, they do,
and they blend.
And we work. They blend, and she picks up where I leave off. I pick up where she leaves off. It's great.
That is beautiful. Well, I know that we want to help you do what we can do to get this album out. And this morning, tell us what happened this morning.
This morning, I get a call from my good buddy Johnny Ross at 100.7 WDMS, the Mississippi Delta's greatest country station. I used to actually work there with Johnny, so he's a good friend of mine, and he was like, hey man, we're going to play your song Loved You Less on the radio. So that song currently is exclusively playing on 100.7 WDMS in the Delta, and we talked about it for a second, and then he was like, all right, we're going to play it. And then I get a Snapchat from one of my good buddies in Cleveland. He's driving down the road, and he's like, dude, your song's on the radio. And I was like, what? I was like, send me the video, man. So, so I got to post a picture of that and a video of that. And, yeah, that's another just huge feeling of joy, getting to – that's another dream that we've made come true.
Wow, to hear yourself on the radio, I can't imagine. So this is how we can help him. If you are a radio personality around the Southeast, especially in our area, Tracy Lee, get him on 96.3. Jan, get him on 100. Miss 103. Y'all, we need to help him get where he needs to get. Buy the album, share it, have him on your radio, have him on your radio show. He's really good. He's going to make a difference, and we're excited that he was on here to join us. Thank you so
Super excited
much.
to be here.
I've got some things in the description. You can go look on iTunes. He does have a Facebook page. It'll be posted tomorrow with the link. And if you want to get in touch with him, you can contact me or inbox him. That's what I did.
Right.
I mean, a lot of people knew you, but I thought, no, I'm going to inbox him. I'll see
pretty
if
good
he
about
answers.
getting back.
Yeah, he was very good. He answered right then. So we're proud of you. We're thankful. We wish you well.
Thank you.
And we can't wait to watch your journey. Let us know what we can do. Hey, that's a good song. Can't wait to watch your journey.
Right.
Remember, y'all, it's Journeay. So it's spelled a little bit different, especially if you go to iTunes. Make sure you key it in correctly, otherwise it won't pop up. And I'm going to post my photo on there that I took after I purchased it, so you'll know. But I love promoting good things in Mississippi.
You
got a link?
Also.
I got it on there.
Oh, okay.
I've got the link on there, but I want them to see the picture. I'm a visual
Yeah.
person. That's
Me
why when he
too.
brought that guitar, I'm like, you're going to play? That's one thing I was not given. Like, you do not want me to sing. You do not. But I have the gift of gab. I cannot sing. But I love music, and everybody that knows me knows I love music, and I love all kinds of music. So thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
We look forward to watching your journey, and we'll be posting, and if you need us for anything, let us know.
Awesome.
Y'all, we could not do these vlogs without our sponsors. We absolutely are very thankful for them. BMARKETED, if you need any t-shirts, cups, anything like that, any kind of corporate printing that is personalized, get in touch with Balt at BMARKETED. All the information is also on this description. Kim Goodson, Crye-Leike Realtors, if you're looking for a house in Mississippi or anywhere else, she can get you connected. She's my personal realtor. I love her. She takes care of you. It's always about the experience with her, not really about the sale of the house, and I love that. Also, Northpark Mall in Ridgeland, Mississippi. If you haven't been to the new Northpark, you have got to go. I mean, like when I was growing up, where'd you get them?
Buckle.
See, there you go. When I saw that they were revamping, I'm going to call it, the new Northpark, I went in and I was completely blown away. I talked to another friend of mine, Went McGee. He took his kids last week, and he said, it's just a great place. They've got a lot of events coming up. They have Thursday night, movie night. They have so much coming up, and we'll be posting that too. Go check the new Northpark out. Let's show them some love. They did this renovation for us.
It does look so nice now too.
Oh, isn't it amazing? I mean, it's just beautiful.
Huge upgrade. It looks amazing.
And all the stores are filled, but maybe I think 5 or 6 slots. The food court's great. They have the big screen TV. They have a great place for kids to play. So they've made it very family oriented to shop and to have something to do, like if it rains or whatever. Right. Anyway, we want to thank them. Thank y'all for joining us. We'll post all this information in the description, and we'll see you around the town.